When you come to Ghana, there are a group of vendors that we normally refer to as abokye. Abokye. Now, abokye, these people are normally vendors that sell all manner of products in our locality. Now, you see them maybe shouting that maybe they are selling metals, or maybe they are selling, maybe if you have your phone and then the phone is spoiled, you can bring it for them to actually give you some money, or something. They are selling clothes or textiles. And quite recently, some of them actually have turned into herbalists, right? They are selling all manner of drugs that is supposedly it's supposed to solve some sicknesses, right? Some, they claim that it can solve sexual. Mainly, they focus on the sexual strength of men. I mean, trying to give you that kind of strength for you to have a good sexual kind of life. Okay, so these people are in the news for some weird reason. I don't know how these abochis are called in your country. If maybe you happen to have some of them in your country, I learn normally in Ghana, in Nigeria, those that sell meat on the roadside are also called abochi. But in Ghana, when we say abochi, we normally refer to these people that are vendors that maybe they walk around in our locality or in our area selling all manner of product to some of our people, right? And these are normally people that are like foreigners from other countries like Nigeria, and what have you. They normally come here to also hustle for something. And because of the hardship that normally when they come they face, they tend to sort of resort to means to survive the system in Ghana, which it's not like it's new, because we've had these issues of abochi selling a lot of weird stuffs to people. But quite recently, I mean, there's a video online whereby an abochi was caught selling a drug. Okay, first video was actually about an abochi who was selling a drug that was supposed to cleanse the heart.
Abochi ni we na ma stop no wa asisi ya no hwe nsu ni ewa hwe no be take away park na do na wa hwe ko fole ya do se onye adwuma hwe ewa nsu na wo de gu bottle mu na wo tone no hwe.
Right, it was supposed to clean the heart. I know the bab, because some person who clean will come on. Hey, come on, the car wash, because like, I mean, it's the level of like how gullible that some of us can become sometimes. But I'm not in any way speaking down on anyone, but sometimes I feel we also have to sort of take care of ourselves well and be very introspective and be very investigative when it comes to some of these things that these people, they sort of say. Because how can you tell me that make a buy medicine where it will clean my heart, like it will wash my heart, so that if my heart, like, what do you mean, bro? What do they mean? Make I can't wash my heart. Hey, Charlie. Anyway, so this drug was being sold, and it's supposed to wash the heart. Okay, but like, you're supposed to purify your heart. If your heart is not metaphorically though, this is literally, right? It's supposed to purify your heart biologically. And someone actually used this on a styrofoam, right? What we call takeaway here in Ghana. Here, when you are going to buy food outside and maybe you don't want to keep it in a rubber, and the vendor will ask you, "What do you want takeaway?" And sometimes they sell it to you. Yes, that white square thing that they put food inside, and then sometimes they use rubber band to bandage. Yes, so they poured that medicine that was supposed to wash the heart inside or on the styrofoam, and lo and behold, it got burnt, right? It got burnt. Like every I laugh because because if this thing is burning a styrofoam, imagine what it can do to you when it enters like the system, right? And funny enough, there is another video that also came online that people were almost where they surrounded this abochi guy and they were ready to mob him because he was also selling this same it was almost similar to the one that was supposed to clean the heart, that was burning the styrofoam, right? And this time around, it wasn't supposed to wash the heart. This is something that was supposed to give you like a strength, like a masculine strength in terms of some sexual strength. to make you last long in bed and make you, a bit of a manly man when you meet your better half. And this same drug was also banned in a styrofoam when the guys around actually tried to actually put it on a test, and they nearly mobbed the abokye. Well, to some extent, they abused him to some extent, but that is something that personally I think that they shouldn't do. If something like that happens, the right authorities, they should, at least leave them to the right authorities, that the police to deal with them the best way that they can. But to abuse them is not something that is legal in any way. But then again, they were very pissed because why would you be selling this to someone in our own country, and then you are here to actually work? So why are you selling something that is supposed to be very harmful to people for them to take, and then you don't even care? Like, you don't even care what's like, hey, they don't care. Like, if the thing will kill you, that moment, like, they have to survive. And that also, brings the conversation of, sometimes the level of poverty that we are in, that sometimes people will do anything to sort of make sure that at least they get something to eat. Because these things, at least you should have the conscience that at the end of me doing this thing I'm selling to someone, it's very harmful and they can kill them. But no. So these people are selling these drugs that is supposed to enhance you sexually. Sexual enhancer. Right? And then you drink it and it's supposed to make your system feel like, Superman. So that when it's D-Day, he can perform beyond, because a man wants to feel like a man. So, when it comes to that aspect of a man's life, it's very important. But you might think that you'll be coming, right? Then you'll be going. Okay. You feel like, oh, I they come. But then small, they go be that. When you say, oh, bow, but then they go. You bow. Like, oh, no more, you go figure, say, yes, I did drink so that I go perform and I will come. Then they go. Well, Betsy and I will gone too soon. But it be very some way. These things are something that I feel like the FDA should quickly step in, because these things, like, you see them almost in every area. Most of the areas in Ghana here selling all manner of harmful product to Ghanaians, and they are consuming it here and there. And it's very disturbing. It's very disturbing. I feel that the authorities should step in as quickly as they can. Quite recently, when it comes to how our security system are actually attending to some of these issues, it's very top notch and very quickly. So I'm expecting that as this issue is also up there, at least there will be something. We will hear some official communique from authorities to know that at least they've seen it and they are working on it, because this is very, very dangerous. The same way, it not be now where you come. This thing, it happened long time. Yeah, but just that right now that people are actually throwing light on it. But it's very concerning. And sometimes we should also make sure that we are buying the right medicine. If it's not from a licensed medical shop, and then maybe even that one, when you go, you have to make sure that you're asking the right questions to whoever that is there that is attending to you, to verify that they really know what they are doing and they know the medicine they are giving you. Because when it comes to things that you are taking into your system, bro, it's very dicey. It's very, very important that you know, like, what is going to do in the system biologically. Like, what is this thing going to do in my system, and is it something that I can rely on enough for me to take it in there? Because the moment it enters, like, you have a certain level of power when it comes to exterior stuff, right? But what the idea show with you, bro? And it's like you have little or no power. That's why right now we have a lot of kidney issues and liver issues among very young people, and we don't even know what is causing that. And some of them we say is the galamsey, but what if it's not that? And some of these issues are all part of the reasons why that most of our young people are getting kidney stones and a whole lot, and a liver problem and Charlie. So I feel this is something that we should all be careful about. It's not like we are sort of driving them away from our country, but we are just saying that, okay, look, if you want to come to Ghana and work, at least make sure that you are contributing in a positive way. Don't come and sell harmful stuff to the citizens. Okay, it's not nice, bro. And here comes if things are not going on well for you, find a more suitable and a more positive way to actually earn money than to sell some of these things. Because if you watch the video, when they ask them, they are questioning them on what it really is. It seems like they don't even know what they are selling. It's like it's passed on to them, and then some of them don't even know that they are selling this thing to the public. They just know that it's a tradition or a culture that maybe people they've been given that this is something you should also sell to make money to earn a living in Ghana here, and they are all selling. Some of them are not like they are not intentionally selling because their intent is to cause harm. Some of them are just naive and then they are just selling because it's like a cultural thing that was passed on to them by their predecessors, and it's very very dangerous. So this is a caution to you and I, if in case you see some of these people or somebody close to you wants to actually patronize any of their product they are selling, I think that you should be able to be in a position to advise them on some of the dangers that comes with some of these people, because they are not verified and most of them don't have any technical or like knowledge on what actually they are giving to you to actually consume. So it's very dangerous to buy from them. Charlie, that's what is happening on the media. And I hope that you take very good care of yourself and your health, especially in this new year. We want to actually have a successful year, and then jump into a 2027, like with you in full health. And I'll see you again. Like I want to see you again, like again and again, until maybe we have all grown old and we've exhausted whatever we are here to do on earth. So take care of yourself, and then make sure that anybody around you that wants to patronize this, then you also caution them against some of these things. The name remains Donald, not Trump, and I'll definitely see you on the other side. Peace.